Describe an unusual but interesting building you would like to visit.
I'd like to talk about the Independence Palace, also known as the Reunification Palace, which is a famous and interesting building in Ho Chi Minh City that I'd really like to visit. I've seen pictures of it many times online and on TV, but I haven't had the chance to go there yet. The building is located right in the center of the city and has a unique architectural design. From the outside, it looks modern but still carries a lot of historical value. It has a large open courtyard, wide staircases, and tall white walls with many rectangular windows. Surrounding the palace is a beautiful garden with green trees and fountains, which makes the place look peaceful despite being in a busy city. I think it's unusual and interesting because it's not just a tourist attraction, it's also an important part of Vietnam's history. The palace used to be the home and workplace of the president of South Vietnam during the war, and it played a key role in the country's reunification. Inside, it still keeps many old rooms, furniture, and objects that show what life and politics were like at that time. I'd like to visit it because I want to learn more about Vietnam's history and see the place that symbolizes peace and unity. I also think it would be fascinating to walk through the same halls that were once part of such an important moment in the nation's past.
Do you think old buildings should be preserved?
Yes, I think old buildings should be preserved because they represent a city's history, culture, and architecture. They remind people of the past and attract tourists, which can benefit the local economy. However, they should be maintained safely and adapted for modern use.
Do you think a city's buildings affect its vibe or atmosphere?
Yes, buildings strongly affect a city's atmosphere. Modern skyscrapers give a busy and energetic feeling, while old or traditional buildings create a more peaceful and historical vibe. The mix of both often makes a city more beautiful and unique.
What factors do you consider when choosing a house or an apartment?
When choosing a place to live, I consider the location, price, and safety first. I also look at nearby facilities like supermarkets, gyms, or parks. A comfortable layout and good lighting are also important for daily life.
Why do some people choose to build houses by themselves?
Some people build their own houses because they want full control over the design and quality. It also allows them to save money on certain costs and create a home that matches their family's lifestyle perfectly.
What are apartments like in your country?
In Vietnam, most apartments are modern and located in big cities like Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. They often have facilities such as elevators, parking, gyms, and security services. Some are small, but well designed for students or young families.
Why are apartments popular in some places while not in other places?
Apartments are popular in cities where land is limited and expensive, but in rural areas, people prefer houses with more space and privacy. It depends on lifestyle. City life suits apartments, while country life suits houses.
What do people normally consider when they rent or buy a house or an apartment?
People usually consider price, location, and convenience. They look for places near work or schools with good transport and safety. Some also check the building's age, design, and neighborhood before deciding.
Do different people have different preferences for houses or apartments?
Yes, preferences vary by lifestyle and age. Young people often prefer apartments for convenience, while older people like houses with more space and a garden. Families might choose homes near schools, while singles prefer city center apartments.
Why do some people choose to live in the city center?
People choose to live in the city center because it's convenient for work, shopping, and entertainment. Everything's close by and they can save time on commuting. However, living there is usually more expensive and noisier.
What do you think buildings will be like in the future?
Future buildings will probably be smarter and more eco-friendly, using technology to save energy and protect the environment. They might have automatic systems for lighting, temperature, and security, making life more convenient and sustainable.
Do you like to invite your friends to your home?
Yes, I like inviting my friends home because it feels cozy and comfortable. We can talk freely, cook together, or play games without spending much money. It's a nice way to relax and strengthen friendships.
Do most people visit other people's houses during the Spring Festival?
Yes, during Tet in Vietnam, people often visit relatives and friends to celebrate. They bring small gifts like fruits or sweets and wish each other good luck and happiness for the new year. It's an important tradition.
Why do people often take gifts with them when they visit others' homes?
People bring gifts as a sign of respect and gratitude. It shows good manners and appreciation for being invited. The gift doesn't have to be expensive. Even small items like fruit or tea are thoughtful.
What are the most enjoyable parts of having a meal together with your family?
The best part of eating together is talking and sharing stories. It's a time for everyone to relax and connect after a busy day. The warm atmosphere and delicious homemade food make it special.
Who likes to stay at home more, young people or old people?
Old people usually prefer staying at home because they enjoy peace and rest. Young people like going out more to meet friends or explore new places. However, after tiring workdays, even young people like relaxing at home sometimes.
Do you think old people will be able to keep up with the pace of technology in 50 years?
Yes, I think so. Technology is becoming easier to use, and younger generations who grow up with it will be the elderly of the future. They'll already be familiar with smartphones, AI, and digital tools.
Do you think parents should consider their children's opinions on everything? Why?
Not everything, but parents should listen to their children's opinions, especially about their interests or emotions. It helps build trust and communication. However, for serious matters, parents still need to guide them with experience.
Why do some young people refuse to communicate with others?
Some young people avoid communication because they are shy, lack confidence, or spend too much time online. Others may feel misunderstood or pressured. Creating a supportive environment helps them open up.
When do children normally form their own views?
Children usually start forming their own opinions in their teenage years when they begin to think independently and compare their ideas with others. Friends, school, and social media all influence this process.
Do children have strong opinions?
Yes, many children have strong opinions, especially about things they care about, like hobbies or fairness. However, their ideas can change quickly because they are still learning and gaining experience.
Should parents require their kids to obey them?
Parents should teach obedience, but also encourage discussion. Children should respect their parents, but blind obedience isn't healthy. It's better when kids understand why a rule exists and learn to think responsibly.
In what industries do you think communication is a necessary skill?
Communication is essential in almost every industry, especially in business, education, and healthcare. Jobs like marketing, teaching, and customer service require clear and effective communication to build trust and teamwork.